Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we have another amazing video capturing moments when Dr. Phil totally loses it, and even has guests escorted out of the show. Before we get to it, please subscribe to get more awesome videos from us. Also remember to give this a thumbs up at the end. Starting our list is this crazy stalker who formulated an imaginary relationship with a woman online. 21-year-old Bailey landed herself in some trouble after she stalked a woman called Jasmine for 8 months. Where do people even get the time to do this? Is it like an in thing? A well-paying career? Regardless, they had never met face to face. But according to Bailey, the two met online and she fell in love immediately. Aww, how cute. Not. Note that this was actually the beginning of a creepy obsession.
You've never physically met?
No, sir.
Jasmine felt harassed by Bailey's actions since she would leave tons of messages and videos, including nude pictures, in all her social media accounts. If that wasn't crazy enough, Bailey even had a fake contact saved as Jasmine on her phone, where she would text herself the whole day. Okay, cool. When Bailey got to the set, she started off with a nasty attitude. After a while, she goes through violent mood swings until Dr. Phil calls her out. He got super worked up to the point where he even asked Bailey to leave. How's about we watch that part together?
Bailey off, it's good to meet you and I wish you well.
Thank you.
Bailey makes the cash me outside girl look like a goddamn saint. I get the whole idea of obsession, but moving things in your apartment telekinetically in the name of conversing with an imaginary person screams, "Help! I'm losing it!" Glad they got to meet up face to face and settle things once and for all. Dirty Grandma makes her way to number 9. Her son-in-law had been exposing himself to her for almost 4 years. Okay, before we start, are there any stalkers in the comment section today? Is it like cool to do? I'm just asking for, a friend. When you find out your mother and husband are holding a secret from you that might jeopardize your marriage, it's probably, maybe, a good idea to seek the counsel of a professional. Like Dr. Phil. This is what Whitney did after uncovering the shocking confessions of her husband's constant infidelity and sex addiction. Aside from the constant porn, Adam had also been exposing himself to his mother-in-law. What makes this whole thing funny is the fact that his mother-in-law just watched. All Whitney wanted was for her mother to expose Adam for what he truly was, but we can kind of guess why she kept this on the down low. Perhaps she enjoyed everything about it. It's evident that she was covering up the guilt by claiming to have walked away in some instances. This gets Dr. Phil so frustrated that he even starts to show it on his face. This grandma was getting all the roasts. I guess her age didn't stop her from getting slammed with reality. How about some more family drama? I like family drama. Do you? Eric, who was 20 years old, was brought to Dr. Phil's show by his mother. The young man refused to go to college, opting to kickstart his music career and foregoing school.
I feel like all because I chose not to go to college right now.
He even changed his name to King Keith Franklin VII in order to boost his image. It's not rare to find many young men in pursuit of fame and fortune, rather than education and a actually paying career. All Eric's mom wanted was that he get a backup plan. The spoiled brat who gets all the support from his mom received a slap of reality after Dr. Phil told him to get a job. He didn't like the idea that he let his mother handle all the household financial responsibilities while all he did was laze around. His obsession with stardom met logical thinking at this point. I, however, hope the guy makes it, and we can maybe do a collaboration someday. Maybe. Hopefully. Getting a taste of reality on live TV can be a little bit harsh. If you think Dr. Phil was tough on Keith, watch how he went ballistic on these alcoholic parents coming up on number 7. When your children decide enough is enough, you'll always find yourself in a tight spot. This is what happened to Linda after her drinking problem went out of control. Her daughters, Devin, Riley, and Autumn, were not quite happy with her belligerent and, frankly, abusive behavior. The girls confess that their house can sometimes turn into a WWE playground since they have gotten physical with their mother. It's about to get real messy in here! Despite Scott blaming Linda for the fall of their marriage, she's not the only one at fault. Scott also has a drinking problem. He's accused of offering Linda alcohol when she got back home from rehab. How in the world do you fix a problem with a problem? Shame on you, Scott. I see why Dr. Phil even lost it.
You have no idea how much I wanted to slap out of you.
Everything got so personal that Dr. Phil had to share his own experience with growing up with an alcoholic parent.
Because I grew up in an alcoholic home. I grew up with a father that was drunk.
Sharing a piece of his mind gave the two parents a rude awakening. At that very moment, I'd wish for the ground to swallow me up. That story kinda got me. Do you think the girls did the right thing, exposing their alcoholic parents? Tell us in the comment section below. But now we're about to uncover a real scenario of tables turning. This dad brought his 21-year-old daughter for counseling, but turned out to be the root cause of the problem. Let's just say this dad got a taste of his own medicine. David came on the show complaining that his daughter Danielle was spiraling out of control. This is after Danielle was arrested twice for clocking a man she previously dated and for public intoxication. Her parents are concerned about her violent rages and drug abuse. Danielle feels like she doesn't do anything wrong when she abuses marijuana. Despite Carlene, who is David's girlfriend, saying Danielle is just an attention seeker, she also feels like David has a role to play in this. She shared a video of David handling his daughter, which had everyone shocked at his parenting skills. Dr. Phil was completely disturbed by the video as well. Let's take a look. In the video, you can see David mishandling Danielle as he whispers something in her ear.
Get out of my face! Why are you doing that?
He claims to be apologizing, but Danielle tells the audience it's usually constant threats. Dr. Phil challenges the father, almost losing control of his temper out of disbelief. It seems the kids have decided to start a rebellion movement against their parents, because this next one is about a girl who is out of control. Imagine threatening to kill your whole family while they sleep. That's a good image in my head. Courtney is an unruly 17-year-old bully who completely crossed the line. When she got on the show, Dr. Phil was baffled to find out that she didn't have a drop of respect inside of her body. She was proud of her bullying achievements, even congratulating herself for making someone drop out of school entirely. Her parents saw the red flag when she started getting violent. There was a time she even called 911 and blamed her teacher for attacking her, when she herself was the one who initiated. Courtney had apparently bit the principal's hand at the time. This girl should honestly be put in a cage. Dr. Phil started pointing out her faults, but Courtney was not ready to back down or change her ways. Aside from getting caught drunk out in the streets, she punched her mother, as well as threatened to slice her throat and cut her tongue. Dr. Phil was, of course, beyond shocked by this girl who was completely disloyal to her family. What was even worse, that she was ready to burn her house down and kill everybody inside while they slept. Okay, at this point, she needs to be doused with holy water because what? It was only logical for Dr. Phil to get very impatient with this young lady. On the other hand, maybe this girl just wanted some Dr. Phil fame. This next one is gonna sound like a joke at first, but just watch. Dr. Phil was beyond furious when he found out how John had been handling his 12-year-old mentally ill son. He had been violently spanking him and punishing him every time he had a temper tantrum. Their son Jack suffers from mental illnesses, causing him to do some very disturbing things. On occasion, he even threatened to stab his mother to death. A horrific footage of the father punishing the demons out left many with mixed reactions.
Stop and go to that rock pile right now!
When speaking to Dr. Phil about Jack's condition, John said, "I believe my son is possessed. Is it a demon or is it the devil? I can't say, but it's scary. I feel that it is demons inside him, controlling him. There is definitely something not right with Jack." Dr. Phil then screams at John
and say, "Do you see how this works?"
The mother was not very comfortable with these constant punishments. She believed they were having a negative impact on their son, who was getting more aggravated the more they came. What she didn't appreciate was the fact that John and his wife were considering exorcism for their son. Some of these parent-children relationships make you question a lot, but this list couldn't end without a strange couple story that had Dr. Phil burning off his seat. Compulsive liar Mike had a taste of Dr. Phil's mind. Mike had been lying to his wife Kim for the past 5 years about his job positions. It was uncovered that all he did was play online solitaire at their basement and sleep in his car since he couldn't get a job. What got them on the show was the fact that Mike had taken his lies to a whole new level. The first job that Mike lied about was the government contracting job in Germany, Kim says. This made Kim quit her 18-year job after Mike promised to move her to Germany for his new job. Most of us can keep a lie for a week, but this guy pulled it off smoothly for 5 years. Apart from lying about his high-profile jobs, he almost dragged his wife to the unemployment wagon too. Dr. Phil was completely enraged at his behavior.
Maybe you're lying to yourself. Either tell me the truth or shut up.
Especially when he kept on lying to his face. In the end, Kim resulted for separation, but still maintained that Mike could have a relationship with their son. Not a very happy ending, but this makes us question other things that he may have lied about. Enough with liars. This mother, taking number 2, confesses to smoking marijuana with her 14-year-old daughter and allows her to have sex. First of all, Gabrielle is too young to try out most things. Her mother, Kaylee, who is a dominatrix by profession, sees no problem with what she's exposing her daughter to. Smoking weed with your mother is unheard of, but being open-minded about sexual relations is just weird. Roseanne, who is the girl's grandmother, says that Gabrielle's behavior is getting worse from the brainwashing she's getting. She believes that Gabrielle's mother is turning her into a party girl, which just isn't right. During the show, Dr. Phil constantly tells Kaylee that whatever they are doing is illegal, and she could face some serious charges. The father is also blamed for not speaking up about this unhealthy mother-daughter relationship. Everything continued to get heated up backstage after the show, but things were later neutralized by Dr. Phil himself. At 14, I was a dumb high schooler tackling puberty, not smoking weed with my mom. The story that takes number 1, though, is one that had Dr. Phil most pissed, having the guest escorted off the stage after just a few words.
I saved the best for last, but first I have a quick challenge that takes only 5 seconds to complete. So if you can leave a like and subscribe within the next 5 seconds, you'll get 10 years of amazing luck. Just try it. It really works.
Bumfights producer Ty Beeson came on the set with a haircut and outfit that matched the show host Dr. Phil McGraw's distinct styling. He had the whole Dr. Phil thing going on. Anyways, the episode had literally just started. After playing disturbing footage from the infamous Bumfights videos, Dr. Phil completely loses it and requests Beeson to be immediately removed from the show.
You think that's helping them?
Yeah, keep telling yourself that. You can go.
Things didn't go as smooth as expected. The two started exchanging words as the Bumfights producer started calling out Dr. Phil for his hypocrisy.
Who do you think you are, huh?
Bye.
Come on. Huh? No, I'm not finished talking to you.
Yeah, you are.
The furious producer claimed that Dr. Phil does the same exploitation to innocent people and isn't really any better than him. Hey, this guy wasn't about to be humiliated on TV and just remain calm about it. Perhaps Dr. Phil was jealous Beeson looked better than him? Who knows? This marks the end of our video. If you liked it, do leave a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. We got plenty more videos heading your way. Be sure to tap the bell icon to get notified when we post something new. Have a great day.